Welcome back. Eric here. Today we're going to be talking about Vanilla WoW. There are a total of 28 factions in Vanilla, 3 of which you can no longer make gains in. Shendranalar? I don't know. It used to be tied to the Insane Achievement, no longer a requirement. Then we have the Syndicate, which is the opposing faction of the Ravenhold, but you can only get up to Honored with them. And lastly, we have the Zandalar tribe, and that faction stopped gaining reps when BC dropped. So you have 25 actual reps you can actually make gains in if you're going for that 100 reputation achievement.
And I'm going to go ahead and knock out like 7 reputations for you right now by referring you to my a guide for the insane video that I posted earlier this year. Not because I'm lazy, but because it goes into full details on each factions and what you have to do to get exalted with them.
There is a low-key update, and if I wasn't making this video, I would have never known. The Centaur clan factions have been added back to the rep pool, and yes, they do count towards that 100 reps achievement. All you have to do is talk to an NPC in the Desolus and go from hated to exalted in one shot. That's it. If that option is not available for you, no need to worry. All you have to do is do the low level chain quests in that area, and upon completion, you'll go to Exalted with the Gelkis clan and the Magram clan as well. The next bunch of reps are pretty easy to grind out because if you haven't done so already, there is a ton of catch up built in with writs, tabards, and quest lines that you can get those gains. Yes, I am talking about the capital city factions, likewise for Horde and Alliance, and the only one you really have to worry about is Panda, the only faction that you'll have to dungeon grind for rep, and that's the Shadow Labs and Utgard Pinnacle. We have the PvP factions. You're going to have to do PvP. AV, AB, and Warsong itself. Warsong is still a slow grind, just waiting on that Warsong scramble to happen.
Now that we have that out of the way, we can discuss the remaining factions. First, Argent Dawn. This rep can be grinded in a few hours. To get from neutral to revered, all you have to do is the Fiona Caravan questline. Once completed, you can do 2 repeatable quests that will require you to go to Scholomance and or Stratholme. They are not dailies, so you can repeat the process until you hit Exalted. Next, we have the Brood of Nozdormu. That can be grinded out by completing the Ahn'Qiraj raid and dungeon. You'll also be able to turn in Qiraji Lord's insignia and ancient Qiraji artifacts, but just save them until you've hit neutral, so you're not wasting them. Next, you have Cenarion Circle Reputation, can also be gained by doing the Ruins of Ahn'Qiraj raid, and you can also farm the encrypted Twilight text in Silithus, which is repeatable and it's not capped, so you can probably do that in like a full day. Next, after that, you have the Hydraxian Waterlord's reputation, and that can be gained by completing the Molten Core raid. It's pretty quick. You can kill trash mobs only, and come out and reset the instance and rinse and repeat. Although some people have reported glitches with that, the best way I found is to just grind it out by completing the raid, doing it weekly until you hit Exalted. Trash mobs will give you rep until revered, and then bosses will give you gains until Exalted. Moving on to Thorium Brotherhood. Rep can be gained by doing the repeatable quest in Blackrock Depths, which requires you to turn in dark iron ore, dark iron residue, core leather, fiery core, lava core, and blood of the mountain, all of which can be found in bulk in the AH. If you don't find any on the AH, you can do Molten Core, Blackwing Layer, Lower Black Rock Spire, and Black Rock Depths for a ton of mats. Lastly, the Timber Maw Hold. This used to be a horrible grind, but nowadays you can be done in an hour, and it's not terrible. All you have to do is complete the intro quests to the zone and kill furbogs in the area until you hit Exalted. They've also added some repeatable quests you can turn in, the Deadwood Headdress and Winterfall Spirit Beads, once you've completed the initial quest lines as well. And that pretty much wraps the vanilla WoW reputations. I do apologize, this video was a bit long, but it was a ton of information to cover. Also, I'm aware that there are many other ways to gain rep in some of these reputations, but this is what I found has worked out best and is most optimal. BC is next, so stay tuned and thanks for watching.